Top headlines from across the world. I'm Alison Lagrange, live from Durban, South Africa. Let's begin. Now, the U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill to force President Joe Biden to send weapons to Israel. The Republicans' party has accused Biden of turning his back on Israel amid widespread pro-Palestinian protests. A few days ago, the Biden administration had delayed the delivery of a bomb shipment to Israel. That was over concerns that Israel would use them in its offensive in Gaza's Rafah city. Meanwhile, South Africa has told the International Court of Justice that the situation in Gaza has reached a new and horrific stage. South Africa seeks emergency measures to halt Israel's military operation in Rafah. South Africa has taken Israel to the World Court, accusing it of committing genocide in Gaza. Michael Cohen, the former lawyer of Donald Trump, has been accused of lying during Trump's ongoing hush money trial. Cohen has been accused of lying about a phone conversation with the former U.S. president. Cohen claims he spoke to Trump about paying hush money to adult film star Stormy Daniels. He testified that he paid her the money and then received a reimbursement from Trump. This reimbursement was later categorized as legal fees. Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, has denied any arms deal with Russia. The US and South Korea have accused North Korea of sending weapons to Russia. This is for Russia's war in Ukraine. Kim Yo-jong rejected the accusations, calling it the most absurd theory. In India, the police have arrested the owner of a massive billboard that collapsed in Mumbai. Now, Bhavesh Binde was arrested from Udaipur city in the state of Rajasthan today. At least 16 were killed and more than 70 others were injured after the giant billboard collapsed earlier this week. Now for updates from India's parliamentary elections. The Election Commission of India has said that the voter turnout in the first 4 phases of the elections stands at 67%. It added that around 451 million out of the 970 million registered voters have cast their ballots so far. According to the data, the voter turnout in the first 3 phases saw a dip compared to the last election in 2019. However, the gap narrowed in the 4th phase. Now, reports say the requirement for the number of voting equipment has doubled in Delhi. And this is because of the high number of candidates in the fray across the constituencies. Delhi is scheduled to go to the polls in the 5th phase of voting on the 25th of May. The Election Commission of India has issued directions to the country's Home Ministry. The Home Ministry is to retain 25 companies of central forces in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The forces will remain in Andhra Pradesh for 15 days after the results of India's elections are declared. The results are set to be announced on the 4th of June. The Election Commission's directive comes amid a wave of post-poll violence in Andhra Pradesh. Meanwhile, a party worker from India's ruling BJP was killed in the state of Odisha yesterday. This was after clashes broke out between BJP workers and activists from Biju Janata Dal, which is in power in the state of Odisha. Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has condemned the violence. The city of Mumbai is gearing up for 2 mega election rallies today. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address a rally at the Shivaji Park in Dadar area. Meanwhile, the main opposition coalition, the India Alliance Bloc, will hold a roadshow at the Bandra Kurla complex. The Indian Prime Minister also held 4 roadshows in the state of Uttar Pradesh yesterday. During the rallies, Narendra Modi took shots at the main opposition alliance. He accused them of spreading false narratives about his government's policies, like the Citizenship Amendment Act. Meanwhile, Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal held a roadshow in Amritsar in the state of Punjab. He was accompanied by Punjab's Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. Kejriwal urged the electorate to vote for his Aam Aadmi Party in the Punjab elections. Before the rally, the two politicians offered prayers at the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Now, the All India Trinamool Congress has lodged a complaint with the Election Commission against BJP candidate Abhijit Gangapadiye. Now, that is over his alleged sexist remarks against party chief Mamata Banerjee. The TMC is also expected to take legal action against Gangapadiye. Union Minister and BJP leader Giriraj Singh delivered a harsh criticism against Mamata Banerjee. Singh compared the West Bengal chief minister to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He alleged that Banerjee is out to destroy her opponents. Meanwhile, Banerjee sought to clarify her stance on being a part of the opposition alliance, the Indie Alliance bloc. She said that her party will remain a part of the alliance on a national level. This comes as Banerjee's contradictory statements have drawn severe criticism. Earlier, she said that her party would provide outside support to the alliance if it were in the position to form a government. Moving to climate news now, the Indian Meteorological Department has issued a heatwave alert for parts of North India. Severe heatwave conditions are likely in the states of Punjab, Haryana and the capital of Delhi from the 18th to the 20th of May. Temperatures in Delhi could soar as high as 45 degrees Celsius by May the 18th. Indonesian authorities have raised the alert level for the Ibu volcano in the North Maluku province, and this came after the volcano erupted 6 times since the weekend. Hundreds of people living in the surrounding region have been evacuated. Residents within a 4-kilometer radius have been warned to stay clear of the mountain and were advised to wear masks and goggles during the ash outpouring. And Thailand may be forced to relocate its capital, Bangkok. This is because of rising sea levels. Experts say the low-lying Bangkok is under threat of being inundated by the ocean by the end of the century. Government officials have warned the city might not be able to cope with the increasing global temperatures. Activists are pushing to examine Russia's climate policies, especially its high methane emissions, in court. Now, they argue that Russia's inadequate efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions violate rights to life, health, and a clean environment. The Russian Constitutional Court is reviewing a case filed by 18 individuals and the NGO Eco-Defense. A powerful storm struck Houston in the U.S. state of Texas. It has resulted in at least 4 deaths. Strong winds toppled trees and knocked out power lines in the city. At least 800,000 homes suffered power outages in the wake of the situation. On to business and tech news now. The Chinese government has announced new plans to help the country's property sector. The government is asking local authorities to buy some unsold apartments. It also plans to reduce the minimum down payment rate for first-time home buyers. Now, China has been going through a real estate crisis. A number of property developers are struggling under heavy debt and low housing demand. Meanwhile, a Hong Kong court has adjourned hearings in the case against Chinese real estate firm Country Garden. The lawsuit seeks to dissolve Country Garden's business for not paying back over $200 million in loans. Earlier, the Chinese firm asked the court for more time to prepare for more evidence in the case. The hearings have been adjourned until the 11th of June. The U.S. stock market index, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, touched a new all-time high yesterday. During the trading season, the Dow rose by around 0.3% to reach the 40,000 mark for the first time. These gains were backed by strong corporate earnings and U.S. inflation data. Earlier this week, data showed that consumer prices are declining in the country, and this has sparked investors' hopes that the U.S. Central Bank may soon cut the interest rates. Meanwhile, the share price of American retail giant Walmart surged to a record high yesterday. Walmart shares jumped 7% to touch an all-time high of $64. This was after the firm reported strong earnings for the first quarter of this year. In quarter one, Walmart's revenue rose by 6% to over $160 billion. A surge in online sales helped to push the firm's income. Airline component supplier Spirit AeroSystems is reportedly laying off over 400 workers. The job cuts will affect the firm's workers in the U.S. state of Kansas. This comes as Spirit AeroSystems has been dealing with a production slowdown. The firm had already restricted new hirings. Electronics firm Toshiba plans to lay off up to 4,000 workers in its home country, Japan. This is around 6% of Toshiba's total Japanese workforce. The job cuts come as the electronics firm goes through an overhaul under new ownership. A consortium led by the private investment firm Japan Industrial Partners bought Toshiba last year. Now, ChatGPT maker OpenAI has partnered with the social media platform Reddit. Now, under the deal, OpenAI will gain access to content on the social media platform. OpenAI's artificial intelligence chatbot, ChatGPT, will be able to show real-time discussions from Reddit. Meanwhile, OpenAI will help Reddit add AI-powered features to its platform. The European Commission has launched a probe against Meta's social media platforms Facebook and Instagram. The Commission is examining whether Facebook and Instagram violated child safety rules. The Commission is concerned that these platforms may be designed to stimulate addictive behavior among children. It will also look into the age verification methods used by Facebook and Instagram. Now, Turkey's fair trade regulator has imposed a fine on Google. The regulator says that Google's hotel search feature violated competition laws in the country. Google's hotel search feature helps compare prices of local accommodations. Now, the Turkish authorities say that the feature gives unfair advantage to some businesses over others. And Google has been asked to pay a part of its 2023 revenues as a fine daily. That is until the firm complies with the regulator's orders. Now, the joint sports streaming platform of Disney, Fox and Warner Brothers, Discovery, has been named Venus Sports. The venture was first announced earlier this year. Now, Venus is expected to be launched in the fall. The platform will bring together sports programs from Disney, Warner Brothers, Discovery and Fox. This includes the National Football League, National Basketball Association games and the FIFA World Cup, among others. And moving on to sports now, we start with cricket and the Indian Premier League. The match between Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Gujarat Titans yesterday was abandoned due to rain. Both the teams were given a point due to the washout. This took Hyderabad's total tally to 15 points in 13 games, helping them qualify for the playoffs. Now, the schedule for the 17 warm-up fixtures for the upcoming ICC Men's T20 World Cup have been announced. The practice matches will start from the 27th of May and continue until the 1st of June. The defending champions, England, have no warm-up matches scheduled. India's only warm-up match is against Bangladesh on the 1st of June. In football, the 74th FIFA Congress kicked off in Bangkok earlier today. Delegates of football associations gathered to discuss matters related to football's governance. At the meeting, FIFA outlined its proposal to tackle racism. It also pushed for strict penalties to counter racial abuse. And Palestinian Football Association has urged football's world governing body FIFA to suspend Israel. This is because of the country's ongoing war in Gaza. FIFA said it will take independent advice on the matter to consider Palestine's demand. The Asian Football Confederation, another body which manages football in Asia, also gave its backing to Palestine's proposal. Cristiano Ronaldo has topped the Forbes list of highest paid athletes. Now, this marked the fourth time the Portuguese talisman has achieved this feat, following his transfer to the Saudi giant Al Nassr. Ronaldo's estimated total earnings reached approximately $260 million, a record-breaking figure for a footballer. French football star Kylian Mbappe unveiled his wax statue in Paris yesterday. It has been created by Madame Tussauds Museum. According to reports, it took 4 hours of facial and physical analysis of the footballer to capture his features on the wax double. Mbappe was startled by the sculpture, exclaiming it was his exact replica. In tennis, women's world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka has entered the final of the Italian Open. She defeated 13th seed Danielle Collins of the USA 7-5, 6-2 in the semi-finals yesterday. Their encounter lasted close to 1 hour and 30 minutes. Sabalenka will now fight it out with world number 1 Iga Swiatek in the final. Now, over in the men's doubles of the Italian Open, the Indo-Australian pair of Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden crashed out of the tournament. They lost in the pre-quarterfinals to 6-4-6 by Italy's Simone Bolelli and Andrea Vavasori. Now, their match lasted 1 hour and 13 minutes. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul exchanged verbal insults during a press conference to promote their upcoming boxing match in July. Tyson referred to Paul as a young boy and promised to defeat him. In response, Paul stated that he would, quote-unquote, put Tyson to sleep for the last time. Tyson, a former heavyweight champion at 57, is gearing up for his first professional fight since 2005 against 27-year-old YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. And in badminton, the world number 3 doubles pair Chirag Shetty and Satwik Sairaj Ranki-Reddy have entered the quarterfinals of the Thailand Open. They outclassed lower-ranked Chinese duo of Xie Haonan and Zheng Weihan and beat them 21-16, 21-11 in the round of 16 in just 38 minutes. And in entertainment news now, the Academy Award-winning Indian producer Guneet Munga will take over a new responsibility at Cannes. She will head the newly launched Women in Film. This chapter of India, and this is a part of the Global Women in Film and Television International Network. The council is committed to advancing gender equity in Indian screen industries. Indian actor Aishwarya Rai Bachchan attended the Cannes Film Festival. She appeared in a glamorous red and black gown with a long trail. The former Miss World's outfit was designed by Indian duo Falguni Shame Peacock, and the actor attended the screening of the film Megalopolis. Indian film Joy Guru will launch sales at the Cannes Film Market. Now, the film is about the life of musician Parvati Baul. It will showcase the Baul community and its culture. Now, the project is a collaborative effort between India, the US, the UK, and France. Now, Irish actor Barry Keoghan's Bird premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. The actor attended the premiere in a tuxedo-clad avatar. Now, this film is one of the 22 titles vying for the festival's top prize, the Palme d'Or. The story showcases the relationship of a 12-year-old with her father. The winner will be announced on the 25th of May. According to reports, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's romance might have gone sour. Affleck has reportedly moved out of their shared home, and they might be headed for a divorce. The couple's romance rekindled in 2021. Now, American rapper Ye's chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos, has resigned from his position. This is reportedly over the rapper's decision to create an adult entertainment division. Yiannopoulos has stated in an interview that he has concerns about the rapper's new team, and he hopes that Ye proceeds with caution. Amazon has reportedly dropped the upcoming series Silk Spider Society. Now, it would have been a live-action series based in the Spider-Man universe. The series was in development for the last 5 years, and now the lead studio is on a lookout for new buyers. The makers of It Ends With Us have released the film's first trailer. The film stars Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Brandon Stelner in the pivotal roles. The video shows a romance story between Lively and Baldoni. The film will release on the 9th of August. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has set a release date. The horror sequel will release next year in December. The film is an adaptation of a popular video game. The first film earned nearly $297 million at the box office last year. And King Charles attended the celebration of Antonio Pappano's 22 years as a music director. The event took place at the Royal Opera House in London. Several opera singers performed at the celebratory event. King Charles is the patron of the Royal Opera House. He has been since 2009. And that's all on today's episode of Fast and Factual. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to Firstpost.